What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are on an absolute roll today. Let's kind of talk about what went down on yesterday's episode of the Steve Harvey Show, where Monique appeared as a guest. Remember, Monique has kind of been, blackballed, openly blackballed from the entertainment industry after she refused to go on a press run for the Lee Daniels film Precious. And when she refused to go on a press run, like a lot of her friends in Hollywood, like Oprah, Tyler Perry, condemned her for it. They were like, what are you doing? This is a movie that is Academy nominated. Go do what you need to do to secure that Academy Award, and also to increase box office turnout, because it's your job as a star to do that. Get as much publicity and turnout for the box office for your film as possible. So the reason that Monique refused to do the press tour for Precious was because she's like, I only made $50,000 for the movie. I deserve a lot more money, especially considering how much money it's generating for you. And if you want me to do a press run, pay me more money on top of the flat fee that I already demoted myself to make to be in this movie, which I do think is a fair thing to request. Doing press for something is work. Even Kevin Hart, whenever he does a movie, for him to tweet about it or do anything like that, he charges another fee. There's an interference fee, and then there's a social media promotion fee. I get it. It is a separate line of work. So even Steve Harvey, actually, while she was on the show, admitted that he understood her position and that she was not wrong about her position. He just says that the way she went about it was completely wrong, which I think the majority of us can agree to. There's nothing wrong with saying no and explaining yourself in a calm, rational way, so that the other average person can understand why you're so upset. A lot of people, myself included, don't understand the background workings of Hollywood. So just explain what your ex that you have to grind is, and we'll get it, and we'll probably support you, right, as fans. But Monique not only said no and refused to do it, she went on a major campaign smearing everybody. Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah as well. She told them all to suck her D-I-C-K, all sorts of vulgar things, which when Steve confronted her with, she claimed it was just comedy. And then he rebutted by telling her, okay, there's comedy, but then there's also burning bridges. And at this point, Monique, you have burned so many bridges, not only from this Precious movie, but also from your call for us to boycott Netflix because they didn't give you enough millions. They offered you what, $2 million? And then you went and appealed to the working class people, many of whom have difficulties making ends meet, on a regular basis, are a paycheck away from homelessness. And you told them to boycott a service because they only offered you a couple million and not the millions that you wanted. Do you understand how that can rub people the wrong way? And again, Monique really held strong to her position there, saying, you know what, I did my research. I understand how much they're offering other comedians who are way less decorated than I am, and I'm not going to accept it. She chalked it all up to having integrity. And then Steve Harvey, instead of just going, you know what, okay, I get it. You've got integrity, but please go about it in the correct way. He tells her, listen, there's integrity and there's getting paid, especially when you're a black person in Hollywood. It was just so difficult to watch. He's like, you think I don't know that you're right? Do you think that there are some things that I want to fight against? There are some times, but I've got kids and then I've got grandkids who are all depending on me. And me standing up for what's right and having integrity can cost me all of that, and I don't want to do that. He's literally yelling over her and talking over her to get this really asinine point across, which is just so hard to watch. But is it surprising? No, not exactly. It's just absolutely disappointing to see the way that he would not let her get a word in edgewise to explain her position. Instead, he just kept going over her to try to tell her there's no need to have integrity. You've got bills to pay, and it's just so sad because oftentimes people do lose their career. Allies do lose their careers when they fight for the rights of black people. Even just sticking to Hollywood, a lot of white actors have cost themselves some money and some opportunities sticking up for black actors, for Asian actors, for women, for LGBT, for other minorities as well. So the fact that Steve Harvey is advocating the opposite when it is the sacrifices of people who stood up for integrity over money, who allowed him to even have a place in Hollywood, is really freaking disappointing. You guys, did you watch their confrontation on the Steve Harvey Show? If so, let me know what you thought about everything. Are you Team Monique or are you Team Steve? Make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more, feel free to share it with your friends as well, and follow me across social media where I absolutely love chatting with you. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.